Hey Claudia, this is Daniel from Josh and Danny SEO. So we're going to take a quick look over here, see what's going on, and see if there's any tips and tricks I can give you guys. So right off the bat, just something I noticed is I don't see your website, your phone number, right? It's not on your website over here, and that's something you really want to have on your website. You want people to come on here, see you have a number there, see it's local, and then the second thing they also want to see is a drop-down menu for your service, right? You want to get as specific as possible, right? So if they go to your services, they scroll over it and it drops down to 7 different specific services that you're offering. They can then click on the one they really want and move on to the next step. So you want to make it as easy as possible for it. Now you have a little bit of about us and then services. So you have an interior and exterior, you have cabinet and drywall. So what I would theoretically have it as is these would be additional pages, but I'm going to assume you don't have a page. As a matter of fact, I want to try something. Okay, good. It is a separate page, thank God. So you do have the ability to have multiple pages. That's fine. Additional services is cabinet painting and refinishing, which you have up here. Ceiling painting, color consulting, deck staining. So you have a whole bunch of different things you have that you can kind of rank for or have pages for. And then this is great. You always want this, of course. I like the zip code part because then you don't get as invasive. Created with house. So oh no. Okay, so this is a house website. So here's the thing about house websites is they're not as exactly SEO friendly, and I'm going to get to that. That's why there's no data on your website at all. It's because it's created through them. So I'm using a tool called Ahrefs. It kind of gives me an idea of what's going on with your website. So right now, a UR rating is basically how strong your website is. A DR rating is how much Google trusts you. There's no data over here because you have no backlinks. And a backlink is, kind of other websites pointing to your target, yes. But it's where you have your website link somewhere else where somebody can click on it, and then a referring domain over here is when it returns to you. Organic keywords are different words that you would have throughout your website that if somebody put it into Google and if you're ranking high enough for, you will pop up as like a kind of that match for it. So let me give you an idea. You have Painters, Portland, Oregon. This is not only location specific for Portland, Oregon. It's painter. It's service specific. Somebody is looking for a painter in Portland, Oregon. If you're looking to go out to dinner, and you have some idea of what you want, you would get very specific. I want to go to a Brazilian steakhouse. Where? Portland, Oregon. Okay, great. Now you have very direct options that are in front of you. That's the whole point of it. So this is also how we create Google Ads. It's with service and location specific stuff. So as we scroll through, we have, your Google guarantee, which are fine, but then you have your GMB, right? So it's GMB, Google My Business Profile. Very important to be in here because 30 to 40% of all people searching for anything will click on one of these three guides. So you have a good shot as long as you're doing really well. Now they are going to look at your whatever these are called. I forgot what they're called, so it doesn't matter. But if you're number 4 or number 38, same difference. You don't want to be number 4. But after that, we have our organic search. Anyone can rank here with a website as long as you do know what you're doing. Angie's number 1, Houses number 2. So you can click on here, and you'll find your website theoretically throughout there. But then you have Pacific Coat Painting. They are Coast Painting. Coat Painting. Oh, it's Pacific Coat Painting. Interesting. I thought it was Coast. They are ranked more toward the higher end. So let's find out why. So right off the bat, they have all of their stuff lined out. I wouldn't have done this. I would have had a drop-down menu. But, if they want to do it this way, they can. I just don't recommend it. They also have their number as a click to call, which is exactly what you want. And then they have this. First name, last name, email address, phone number, project details, interior, exterior, both. So again, you want to make it a little bit more. I would have had interior, exterior, and then along the lines of what you had over there, which, cabinet painting, this. You want to get very specific about what it is they are emailing you about. So a big thing that they have over everybody is wow, they do have a lot of this stuff, which is great. You want that, but they're also been around for a very long time. You pick the color, we do the best, their values, paint, what people say about them, and then they're done. So I'm not going to say no. They have the content, they have the age, so they're doing pretty okay. So let's look at them. They have a UR rating and DR rating of 27 and 23. Now, you do want these at a ratio of 1 to 1, but you want them in their 30s and 40s, right? Now, they're not doing too bad from that. Now, again, they have 914 different backlinks. Let's just look at backlinks as your circle of friends. If they're very strong and people like, and you all like each other, then you guys are going to do a lot better. If they're weak, and they're toxic and stuff like that, it's going to harm you. So that's the same thing with your website, right? Your backlinks, you want to connect to strong websites. You don't want to connect to the weak ones. So BuzzFeed, Wikipedia are out. You want to connect to like strong painters blogs, stuff like that. And then obviously, good referring domains. And then if you take a look, they have 294 different organic keywords. They're bringing in about triple the amount of the keywords that they have. So let's take a look at what they're ranking for. Now, again, remember, keyword, you want to be location specific and service specific, and they are doing exactly that. Let's just look at the top three, because this one is an international one. It's more of a question. I don't know why you would want to rank for it, but it's okay. So they have the top three. That's 1,600 people coming in to their that search for these specific words every single month, and they're bringing in about 220 of them, which is pretty good. It's a little more than 15%. If you're in the top three, you're going to bring in anywhere from 10 to 20%. So it's always that's the goal for everybody. Right now, again, we're looking to get in position. So the first step is we need good keywords. We want to make sure they have volume. And then obviously we want the traffic by being in a position to get them. If you're on page 2, we hide dead bodies there. Don't get on page 2. So Claudia, how does this really help you? First things first is we would want to separate all of those pages, right? We want to make sure that you have all of your services listed so that you can rank for all of them individually. Because here, for example, right, Portland painter, but what if it was Portland cabinet painting, right? That's a whole separate search volume. What about Portland popcorn ceiling removal? Completely different set of keyword right there. So you have so many different opportunities to rank for so many more different things, and that's exactly what you want to do. So get the content in there. Obviously, content is key. Get the keywords in the content, and then finally the backlinks to support it. The great news is Portland. These guys over here, Pacific Coat Painting, they have great backlinks, obviously, because they're doing really well. Find out the ones they have that are really good. Use them for yourself. Then add an additional 30 or 40 or probably 100 on top of that, and you are golden. And that is the start to taking over your area for what it is you're offering. That's all I really got for you, Claudia. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach back out. Other than that, you have an amazing day. Bye.